from deep.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
And, guys, Bismack Biyombo, he got into a groove at the end of last season. After Al Jefferson went down, remember the month of April, he averaged nearly 9 rebounds a game, 2.5 blocks. He was all over the floor.
Yeah, and that's Bismack. I mean, he's that guy. He cleans the glass for you, intimidates shooters in the lane. He's not all the way consistent yet, but he's shown steady improvement.
And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Lee.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Bismack Biyombo.
Talking about Bismack Biyombo, he entered the league as an extremely raw prospect. Was the 7th pick in 2011. His shot and general awareness were his biggest concerns. But last season, he shot over 60% from the floor. The 2 seasons before that was only 45%.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg just with the top to order. That's some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And very good fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And getting back to Biyombo for a moment, he has the potential for a breakout year. I mean, all the physical tools you would want. He's seen enough of the game. He's worked on those skills. Now it's time to just put it all together and become the player your potential dictates.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for Jefferson. Then for the Raptors, Luis Scola. He's checked in for Patterson. Ross comes in for Damari Carroll, and Corey Joseph subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Biyombo. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Toronto with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Ross in the corner. Hawes with the rebound.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag.
Nobody near Williams. It's good from long range. Williams has got 9.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Here's Ross. Hawes with the block. There's Walker with the 3. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Here's Ross. Got a piece of it. Lee outside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Raptors with the lead. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Terrence Ross.
6 points now for Terrence Ross.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
2 points.
Good.
Terrence Ross.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Powell kicks to Joseph. The pass to Scola. Williams with the block. Here's Walker. And he jams it with authority.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Ross.
Terrence Ross.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Raptors lead by 8. And the final period of play just about to start. Hornets trail by 8. We've got Jeremy Lin, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Jefferson. It's Jeremy Lamb, and it's Daniels and the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And Jefferson sends it back. And the whistle stops gameplay. It's not a clean block shot, instead a shooting foul, and we'll see free throws coming up right here.
It'll be a Raptors.
Well, I'm sure you guys have heard this, that the nickname that has been given to DeMarre Carroll, the Junkyard Dog. I think it's apropos. Kid drafted out of Missouri back in the 2009 draft.
Yeah, and he actually had to show perseverance to hang around as he bounced around a bit. But I think he's found a home now.
Toronto calls timeout.
And Carroll, an energy player who's developed a reliable three-point stroke. I mean, he can also hurt you in transition. He's got terrific size and athleticism, and he also really knows how to play without the basketball.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin. Dwayne Casey was just going over the plan with his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
All right, Doris. Scola.
Charlotte foul call.
There's the pick. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his second personal foul.
And Carroll, by advanced stats, one of the most productive small forwards in our league. I mean, one thing I like, even as he's developed into a three-point threat, he still has an instinct for cutting to the rim off the ball when his defender turns his head. I mean, one of the things I think that allows his team to be so good is his understanding of how to play the game.
Walker goes in
Bismarck
and
Biyombo.
fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot
That's
2.
his second personal foul.
And guys, there's no doubt Walker has a
Going to
lot
the
of the
line.
tools needed to be a great point
Kemba
guard.
Walker.
But his shooting percentage is really what has kept him from making the leap. Just not as consistent as he needs to be. And a lot of it has to do with shot selection. That also has to improve.
And so he makes both from the line. Just thinking again about Kemba Walker's field goal percentage, Greg. You were talking about shot under 40%, Clark, from the floor last year.
Yeah, and I think so much of shooting percentage is a function of shot selection. That's 3 out of the last 4 seasons now, under 40% for Kemba. In order to be an elite point guard, that number's got to go up. Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Terrence Ross.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying him up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
Back to Kidd-Gilchrist. Ross with the steal. And another fast break for Toronto. The Raptors are running. It's deflected. Biyombo, the pass to Powell. Ross with a wide open look. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Walker dishes to Jefferson. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're
And
right.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further. And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
Here's Powell. No good with the triple. Hornets trail by 6. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his
And the
first personal
Raptors
foul.
going out now with a whole new group.
Substitution on the court.
And the Hornets with possession here. Right side to Walker. The feed to Kid Gilchrist. Back to Walker. He's looking for Kid Gilchrist and finds him. That's good.
Michael Kidd.
And now it's just a 4-point Raptor lead.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Here's Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Jefferson. Charlotte's gone 1 or 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Walker goes in, and they'll keep possession. Raptors leading by 4. Here's DeRozan. But they'll get another chance. And Valanciunas kicks to Carroll. Buries the long-range jumper. Carroll's got 4 points in the quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Good.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
And lead with the stuff.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum. He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're down by 4. 1:04 left in the game. For Charlotte. Raptors also changing it up. Biyombo is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Powell in for DeMar DeRozan. To the middle. It's deflected. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Here's Patterson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Jeremy Lamb.
Some good numbers for Patterson. He's got 8 points. He's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Williams for 3. Buries it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Lets the 3 fly. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. Now the Raptors moving it up. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
You just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And another back.